What up, Geeked Out Media family? I'm Brandon.
I'm Edgar.
Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. Typically we do gaming and streaming content, but we're going to switch it up with a new series called
GEEK HUNT.
GEEK HUNT. It's a vlog style video where we're going to be going around finding collectibles. It'd be Pokemon, figures, vintage toys, whatever we can get our hands on that may turn a profit.
Not about money.
Or not it, and we will see what we can find. Today's installment, we are at
Grumpies. Antiques, I think that's what they call it. I don't know. It's Grumpies. It's basically an antique store with all kinds of stuff, ranging from vinyl records all the way to actual uranium glass bottles. So we'll see what we find.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of dusty things that may make us sick, but there also may be, I hear, Pokemon collectibles. Edgar tells me that there's Pokemon in here. I'm the Pokemon guy. We'll see if we can find anything valuable. If not, one, I'm going to be mad, and two, it's not going to make for a very entertaining video today. So that's what I'm looking for. Edgar, anything that you're looking for in particular?
Just anything Star Wars related, honestly. So I do know that upstairs there is a large selection of Star Wars figurines. So.
Yeah, so Grumpies is a fairly large complex. I don't know about square footage or size or anything like that, but pulling up to it, it's at exit 341 in Tunnel Hill, Georgia, right off of I-75. It, like we said, it's an antiques place, and it's very, very large. So hopefully we'll find something good. As always, for this new installment of videos, we're going to be grading it on a profit or not it scale. I'll show you here on the screen. It'll be somewhere here. I've not decided where yet, but either we're going to find something and it's going to turn a profit, or it's not going to turn a profit. So with that being said, we'll jump right into it and see where we go from there. No hunting.
Guess we can't be geeking hunting.
It might be the cheesiest thing you've ever said, dude. Kind of small too.
Actually, it's nice. Very not a bad price at all.
25?
125.
Hello?
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon? So, I found a Mario item, and in true Geeked Out Media fashion, we are going to find out what exactly it is. Looks like a mouse pad, $5. It's actually sick. I think my son would like that. The amount of vintage lunchboxes is insane. Also, Masters of the Universe also mentioned. Behind glass, obviously. Along with some Nintendo products. Super Mario 2, Excite Bike. PlayStation titles and Sonic. Another Nintendo game in a bag. I think that's Madden. Yeah, it's Madden. And another Nintendo 64 case. Very cool. Guys, a win's a win. Edgar wasn't lying. Pokemon was mentioned. $5. I think it's 3D printed too.
And we got some Mario items as well.
What do you guys think? ET bicycle. That's old. What's the date on that?
Let's check. (2001). So fun fact, I think this was for the anniversary, because I do know at Universal Studios they rethemed the roller coaster or dark ride of ET, so I think there was promotion for that.
Nerd. Actual geek. Tell me how many of y'all actually remember game guides. Fable 3, Doom, which was a 2016 game, so I'm actually surprised that this is here. I forgot when the trend for game guides kind of diminished, but it would probably be around when Doom started, so this might be the last of the dying generation of game guides. So interesting. Found a crate of controllers under this. Some of them, the wires are a little messed up. Some off-brand, like second-hand or second-brand third-party controllers. Original ports, not USB, but no price. So that'd be interesting to know if the price is good on those or not. I'm not seeing anywhere where there's a tag, but cool find. You guys already know if there's video games, we're spotting them and we're singling them out. Some disc-based, some PlayStation stuff we got here, and Nintendo on the top. The Mario Brothers Duck Hunt combo for $4. Other little smaller titles there, golf, fighting golf, basketball, but a lot of good PlayStation stuff. We found the freeze frames, figures with stills, film stills in them. I don't think you know anything about Alabama, do you?
I'm not allowed to be in that state. No, $2.
$2 for that record?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the whole
Yeah.
the whole soundtrack for the movie?
And the most famous song out of all of them is Christopher Cross's.
Oh, dude. $20. Packaging's a little bit wonky. There's some scuffs on the plastic and the cardboard scratched, but I don't think that the resale on it is there. But for nostalgia purposes, Robin as Red X is pretty cool. Oh, dude, Minish Cap. I love this one.
What the hell is that?
I wish I could tell you. I feel like I'm gonna get destroyed for this one by the fellow nerds and geeks, but I don't know. It's got obviously it's characters, you know, from Star Wars, and there's Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan. Got Anakin. Fellas, prepare your awugas. Natalie Portman. Also, prepare your awugas. Miss a card. Where's the Pokemon?
I think you'll be happy we found it.
Found what? He wasn't lying, but he also wasn't telling the truth. Actually, these tins, there's a code card in each of these that you can play with that deck on the online game. They're not standard, so you can't play standard with them anymore because there's a lot of cards that are out of circulation. But we did find Pokemon, and we found some Trick or Trade booster packs. Yeah, I think we might have to cop a couple of those. I think that we're gonna try our luck with some boosters. Get your arm off of him. Fellow Alien enjoyers will appreciate this. Spoiler free, but if you know, you know. Any Romulus fans in there? That is a good figure too. Wow. We were literally just talking about alien figures.
I was telling Brandon a good one would have, because we saw this alien and then we flipped it around and I was like, a good figure to have would be the Ripley one. As soon as I removed it, we found it.
Call me crazy, not really in the baseball card scene, but I did find the Del Murphy and Phil Necro and Bob Horner cards, all priced at $1 each. Maybe might take the risk on these, and if not, it's a good gift for a friend of mine. So yeah, I think these are grabs for sure. What do you think?
That might be a cop for $2.
So funny thing about this is we actually saw this exact same Hot Wheel behind glass, and it was like, what, $20 earlier?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same one for $2. I don't think they really compare prices around here, so whoever sells it for the cheapest is going to get it for the cheapest. But that is the Beatles Yellow Submarine Hot Wheels, $2. What was the year on this? 2022. So it's not exactly too old, but still a really cool find, and I'm sure you could turn a profit on this one. Movie barn. There's really not a lot of movies. This corner is movies, and that's about it. Hey, movie barn kind of sucks. Oh yeah, the Bandai figures. Those are sick. $25. That's about what they go for. That'd be a risk. Now having all of them, all three of them, would be pretty dope. I don't think you see all three of them together often.
So what is that?
It's fan club blueprints for Star Trek ships. So there's a drone spy ship on the top and the Klingon destroyer. Pretty sick. The price on it's 12. They originally sold. You can see the price down here for the original price is $8.95. I don't know conversion rates or depreciation and appreciation, but $12 for an actual Star Trek fan, that'd be a pretty good buy. I don't know about resale value for that specific item, but it'd be a cool have if you're a Star Trek fan. It definitely is a throwback. Incredible journey. The painted artwork for the front. It's one of the original Walt Disney VHSs. $2 for that bad boy. Did you cry in this movie?
I don't have to talk about that. All right.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to look at his letterbox review of it and see if he actually gave it anything good. And if he didn't, we're going to call him out as a liar in the comments.
Dude, is that a JoJo reference?
So what do we learn? For me, it's going to be a couple things. One, there's a 2% charge for card usage if you pay not cash. They charge you 2%, which I don't know if is that common with vintage collectible places.
With small businesses, they do charge you a percentage because I mean it's what they are using. They're paying the service for that machine.
Gotcha.
So
okay, so other than the 2% charge, it's hot upstairs. We did say I was going to take my hoodie off if someone complimented the Godzilla hoodie. However, no one complimented it until we literally were walking out of the store. The cashier said, "I love Godzilla," so couldn't take it off. We did come back with a little bit of a haul. I got the 3 Braves vintage cards. It's Bob Horner, Del Murphy, and Phil Necro. Got these for $1 a piece. I don't think that the value on them is going to be much more than that, so we'll see. So combined, so far we're at $3 on cards. And then we spent our $1 a piece on 4 packs, so $4 total for the Pokemon Trick or Trade booster packs. It comes with just a couple cards in the pack, and they're going to be from other sets. These are the Trick or Trade cards from 2022, so it's going to be your Sword and Shield sets that all of these are going to be scattered throughout with that Pumpkin Pikachu logo on it. So the value on these is very risky. We're not going to get our value back on these, but it's hard for me to pass up Pokemon. When I say Pokemon, you know I'm buying it. We play a lot of Pokemon. We collect a lot of Pokemon. So these are cards that if I don't get value in, we'll just add to the collection in my throwaway cards. So Pokemon definitely was there. Edgar was right. Edgar, anything that you saw that you liked that you probably thought about getting?
The only thing that I really thought about getting was the Boba Fett figure that I talked about earlier. I really wanted it, but that's just the thing. I don't know from what pack it's from. Just like with Pokemon, there's different packs and whatnot. So it was kind of hard telling which Boba Fett that came from the 35th anniversary or the carded back. So I didn't want to pull the trigger on it, and plus $15 for a loose figure, that's a little bit too high for me. Even if it's Boba Fett, I don't think it should be that
This is
much.
coming from the guy who spends $400 on Hot Toys every time there's a new Hot Toy that comes out.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I mean, that's the name of the game, baby.
The quality of the Hot Toys, I will say, are a lot better, so that definitely that tracks. Another thing, the phones. I know Edgar said that when we'll show clips rolling back now when I'm talking about it, but it's the phones. You saw the Kermit phone that you really liked. I can't remember the price on it. Do you remember the price on my phone?
I think the Kermit one was $125.
Yeah.
Now the Scooby-Doo one, I don't know how much, but I think you would have got more your money's worth for the Scooby-Doo one because there was more to it in that base than the Kermit. The Kermit was just like on a chair or something. So if I had the funds, I probably would have got the Kermit one.
It's a big risk for a phone that you're not probably going to be able to use anyway, that you'd collect. The market for resale on those phones, I don't know. I'm not a vintage phone collector, so I couldn't tell you. Definitely a cool cop for a collection if you're a Muppets fan, which I know a Muppets fan.
Pretty big.
But anyway, yeah, there was a lot of good stuff, a lot of Star Wars, a lot of Pops. I was a little taken back and blown away when we actually entered the top level through the door. There was a lot more items there than I thought there was going to be. Obviously, you know, a ton of Star Wars. Anytime you collect figures or vintage toys, you're talking Star Wars. You're talking Masters of the Universe. What else can you think of?
Transformers.
That's another one. So a lot of vintage toys. I can't really speak for any of the other vintage stuff. Obviously, I'm not an antique collector, so we're a bunch of geeks on this channel. Gaming and collecting are 2 completely different genres. That's why we got Edgar on the team. He's our Geek.media resident collector. So any collection questions obviously need to be geared to him, not me. And we are here at the Geek.media headquarters, Edgar edition. We're at Edgar's home base. So we're going to dive into the value on the plus side or the negative side for our finds today. I have our cards. I will give a little bit of a disclaimer. We did pick up the Trick or Trade cards, and There's not going to be a single card in this pack, any of these packs worth more than about 25, 30 cents. So what we're going to do is we're going to chalk up this as a $4 loss. Go ahead and we'll put that on the screen for you so we can keep a good track of our profit and losses. So we'll mark this up as a $4 loss. What we can do is throw a comment down in the comment section, subscribe, and we can do a little bit of a giveaway and maybe give some of these packs out to some of our viewers and our fans. So let's jump into the baseball cards. We did a little bit of research. By we, I mean Edgar. He did all the research for us on the value of the cards. And just to show you guys again, it is the Phil Niekro, Bob Horner, and Dale Murphy Topps cards. I don't know the exact date on these, but it's going to be number 185, 145 in the middle, and 668. So for the Dale Murphy card, this was our big breadwinner. Do you remember the price that we found for this?
We typically saw one that sold for $15, and it's all over the place with this one. But typically the one we saw that was sold was $15.
Yeah, I think the low end was 15 and the high end was probably close to maybe 20, 25. So what we'll do is we'll go low end, add that into the total, and that was a very good find. The Bob Horner and Phil Niekro cards were a little bit different. Edgar, do you remember that one?
Typically when we saw on these two cards, the price ranged from $1 to $2, but typically it was in that cool $2. So, I mean, $2 each. So that, obviously ended up being $4 for total for both of these cards.
Yeah, so we did see there weren't a lot of transactions for these on eBay. There's probably somewhere out there a better database than what we used, but eBay's typically the best place to quickly sell and flip a trading card. So we did see $2 a piece on these. So we'll add that to the total as well. Subtracting our $4, Edgar, 19 minus 4 is $15.
But still, that's pretty good, though.
That's pretty good. So on our first installment of Geek Hunt, we did come out on top. It is a win. We'll give each other a round of applause. Good job, guys. Yeah, pats on the back, pats on the back. But anyway, it was fun. We're not really in this for flipping things. I don't think that I want to go off and sell a bunch of my collection to make money.
No.
And I don't think he does either. So that's going to be a win. These are going to be a good gift for a friend of mine. I think that will be the plan for these cards here. But a win is a win. Geek Hunters came out on top today. Again, just so I let you guys know, we are doing the giveaway for these Pokemon Trick or Trade booster packs. Like I said, just throw us a subscription, follow the channel, and throw us down a comment telling us what you liked about the video, what you hated about the video, and we'll pick a random comment, give a couple packs away. Final takeaways. You ready for the final takeaway? The home stretch. I'm gonna let Edgar go first. What was your final takeaway from our Grumpies adventure?
Overall, it was pretty fun. We saw a lot of interesting things, and even things that I don't think even existed. I mean, obviously our knowledge is very limited to what we do know. But I mean, I had a great time. I did say there was Pokemon cards, and I was right. I was right about that.
I was about to be really pissed.
Nah. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and Grumpies is one of those places where you really do not know what you're gonna find. I mean, you can literally find a holy grail item that anybody's looking for. It's just a matter of always going and checking. So
yeah, I agree. I think that Grumpies was a really cool experience. I can't believe, as a geek, as a nerd, as a collector myself, that I've not been to Grumpies, and it's literally in our hometown. So I'm beating myself up for that one. I wish I would have been on that a whole lot sooner, so I could have maybe got into on some of the figures and some of the cool stuff that have came through the shop throughout the years. But I will say, Grumpies was an absolute blast. We will be going again. We're going to give it a little bit of time, though, and restock on their collection. Hopefully, we'll have some better Pokemon. Maybe we'll find some really good figures or some collection, and maybe we'll get Edgar in on some of the purchases, too. But final goodbyes. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the Grumpies video. And if there's anything that you want us to do next, antique-wise or hunting-wise, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.